Hey guys, it's John from Album Review TV. Today I am reviewing the new Black Veil Brides album. It's titled Wretched and Divine, The Story of the Wild Ones. This is a concept album and it's definitely more of a departure from the band's earlier sounds. Starting off, they were more of a post-hardcore band with a little bit heavier tendencies. They were labeled like goth or emo, and really they've just developed so much since they started. A lot of you guys have been asking me to check this album out. Make sure you Facebook and Twitter follow me there. Links in the description below. A lot of you guys have been asking me to check this album out, and I was planning to anyways, because I actually kind of liked Set the World on Fire. It's not my favorite thing ever, but their last studio album in 2011 was actually pretty solid, and there were a lot of great singles off of that, like Rebel Love Song and Fallen Angels. That is what really started to change their sound, that album. Lineup changes, a few members, their clothing kind of changed, and now they are pretty much only seen in all black, makeup and long black hair, tight leather outfits, and a lot of people will not check them out and listen to them just for the simple fact of what they wear and what their name is. Black Veil Brides. It's abbreviated to BVB a lot of times, but Black Veil Brides, just because of the name, people are just like, oh, it's just some shitty emo group, I'm not going to check it out. But really, Andy Biersack, the lead singer, really intended for this band to be a rock band, straight up, and that is pretty much what they've really developed into, especially here on this album. These days, I think glam metal is kind of what a lot of people throw them into, the category, but while that may be the case, at least what they look like, their look has nothing to do with the music itself, so I would say they're just a straight up rock band, and I really like a lot of the way this album sounds. It's definitely different, they're growing constantly, and here we are with a concept album just basically telling the story of these rebels that are being chased down and, going through all these things, and I really think the idea for the whole rebels thing started with Rebel Love Song on their last album. This album has a lot of solid guitar work, and it's toned down a lot on like the hardcoreness, and it's easily accessible to a lot more people here. I think a lot of people that didn't like their earlier work are definitely going to like this a lot more, because they've come a long way since their debut single and music video, Knives and Pins. I could really do without all the go-between tracks here on this album, like the Fear transmissions, the intros and interludes and stuff. I know it adds to the story, but really, it's been done, It's been done, and My Chemical Romance kind of did that on Danger Days, The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys, and, I just skip over those tracks. I mean, sure, if you're really listening for the story, that's what you need to listen for, but if you're just listening to hear the music, you can skip right on over those tracks. That's why there's 19 tracks on this album. A lot of them are just short go-between songs. My favorites on this album, and the ones that sound the best to me, I Am Bulletproof was really standing out to me in the first listen, and I was like, wow, this is actually kind of impressing me. I Am Bulletproof is pretty solid lyrically and musically. There's a lot of cool guitar sounds on this one. The lead single, In the End, another great one, probably my overall favorite actually. The guitars just sound wicked, especially at the end. Another one that I really enjoyed was Days Are Numbered, featuring Burt McCracken, the lead singer of The Used, because I was feeling a kind of The Used vibe to a lot of this album, kind of eeriness at times, the way that The Used can relay eeriness in music, only the way that band can. Well, I was kind of picking up that vibe from Wretched and Divine, and I didn't even know that Burt McCracken was going to be a guest vocalist on this album. Here on this track, his extra vocals add a lot to this track, and I really like that they included him as a featured guest on the album, as well as the song they did with Juliet Sims. She was a runner-up on The Voice, I believe, last year. She used to be in the Automatic Love Letter. It's not my favorite track, but Lost It All is still a solid tune, one of my favorites. I would have to say my final favorite from the album is New Year's Day. I thought it was kind of appropriate because I was kind of listening to it right around New Year's, and I don't know, it's just kind of epic, kind of like a rebel fight song. And that's what they should have called it. Rebel Love Song, Rebel Fight Song. I do have a few complaints about the album. There's a weird acoustic track that, I don't know, to me it's worth skipping. It's called Done For You, and it just really, I don't know, it feels out of place, especially for Black Veil Brides. There's a difference between doing a slow song and just a really slow, stripped down song, and this just doesn't seem like it goes with the band's style at all. Other complaints, really the go-between tracks. There's some that just kind of run together for me and don't sound too creative or original. But overall, I did enjoy this album a lot more than expected. 3 out of 5 for me personally. I'm going to be reviewing Hollywood Undead's Notes from the Underground very soon. Let me know what you guys thought about this album, Wretched and Divine, The Story of the Wild Ones by Black Veil Brides, in the comment section down below. Make sure you check out my other channel I'm a part of, my Facebook, Twitter, all that for updates and stuff when new videos come out. And I will see you guys very soon. Thanks for watching right here, your home for music news and reviews, Album Review TV.